Please welcome the head of engineering, Xbox Game Pass, Ashley Spiker.
This is a special time for gamers. We've never had so many incredible games to play. Storied franchises, uncharted worlds, new releases, and cult classics. Genres we love, and genres we'd love to explore.
I'm not reading from a prompter. I am quite literally just trying to sell you something which I know that you're going to pay for, because we're all about choice and we're all about all the things that the gamers can have, so we're just going to give them everything that they need and they're going to pay for it because fanboyisms.
There's only one problem. Too often we are forced to choose one amazing game over another.
No, you don't. You play it or you don't.
So we set out to solve that problem. And to answer the question, what if you didn't have to choose? What if you could play them all?
We will choose for you. You'll have them all, but you have to give us all your money.
The answer? Xbox Game Pass. A way to give gamers the ultimate freedom to play. And your response has blown us away. Not only are you playing more games, you are spending more time gaming.
And in order to do those things, you need to spend more money. So please keep doing all of these things.
So for the last year, we've been working on how to give you faster access to all those games. We leveraged the machine learning expertise we have at Microsoft and invented a way to start your games twice as fast. And naturally, we're calling it Fast Start. I'm pleased to announce that Fast Start will launch for select titles in the June update coming later this month.
She very much looks like she's shitting bricks right now. Like she's just waiting for people to respond. Give me a cheer. Give me something. I need to work with anything that you guys are giving me, because I don't know if anyone's going to be really angry, or just give me some sort of emotional response.
We'll continue to deliver iconic favorites like Halo the Master Chief Collection, Forza Horizon 4, Crackdown 3, Ashen, Warhammer Vermintide 2, After Party, and Phoenix Point. All available in Xbox Game Pass the same day as their global release.
She has that very ditzy look, like... I'm not doing it properly because I ain't no chick, but... Wow, did I just sound like a black guy in the hood?
What?
All enhanced for Xbox One X in gorgeous 4K, and all of them playable today in Xbox Game Pass.
It's been a long time coming for them to use smaller and smaller technology, but is it going to get to a point where maybe in the next generation, like the legitimate next generation, are they actually going to get rid of discs and just stick with digital? Because I don't want that to happen, man. I really don't. I think that physical copies would actually gain a huge market if they switched to digital completely. And I think that would be a big mistake, because the internet is not perfect all the way around the world. It's just not. And so for them to switch solely to digital, it would be crippling in certain countries. Not to the industry as a whole, but just certain countries you would actually, maybe it would be as a whole. Maybe the gaming industry would feel the impact of just how many countries are so far behind internet speeds wise. Just because they've bought the game doesn't mean they're going to be able to play it, which means that the stats on who's on what servers at what time, I mean, there's a lot of different issues that they'd have to try and balance. It could be very interesting though, in a disastrous kind of a way. Okay, so one of the big problems that I had with the Microsoft/Xbox E3 conference for this year was that just all the
exclusive.
We will work with creators to guarantee that their games look and play best
on Xbox One.
Basically saying, look at this massive breast implants that we got, or this massive dick extension, whatever the case may be. Look how many games that we have on our console. Buy us. And we get it. Xbox is a little bit behind when it comes to sales. So what they're going to try and do is they're going to try and sell as much as they can to you, so that more people will buy it. Because, quite frankly, they are lagging behind. And that's not a bad thing. Means that it births good competition. Means that they can actually do something a little bit different as to what they were doing before. Let's hope that what they're going to do next is something that will get people's interest. Like, it will sort of tickle people the right way. If that's the right saying to use. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not an Xbox hater. I do like PlayStation over Xbox, but I will say that I don't want Xbox to die. I don't want them to fade away, and I don't want them to lag behind too far, because that means that all of the onus goes to PlayStation. That means that there is no longer really any competition, and they don't have to make good games on the PlayStation anymore, or the Xbox. The Xbox can just sit comfortably where it is, and the PlayStation can just sit comfortably where it is. But if they both are roughly neck and neck, they can then create their own games that people can be interested in and go and check them out and be like, okay, there's some great games for both systems. I'm gonna buy both, and I'm gonna play all the games for both consoles. Just make good games. Present trailers and gameplay footage to us. Tell us the truthful ins and outs and mechanics of those games before they get released, and don't smack us up the ass with fucking, you know, free-to-play content that has a ridiculous amount of microtransactions and whatnot. We don't need that shit. No one needs that shit. So, at the end of the day, all we really want is just good games. Not how many games there are. We could give a shit. If you have games that are massive and vast in their world building, or storytelling, or what have you, then we will buy those games. We will build a library of our own. Stop trying to do this thing where you want us to buy things that are simply fake by extension from the words that you're saying. From the way that you're trying to sell it to us, is what I mean. Like, you have to remember that we still have the ability to buy physical copies, and if we do buy physical copies, we can take back games to the stores of where we bought them from, and we can get our money back. And I think that's one of the reasons why they might be switching over to digital. Like, what's going to happen when we do switch over to digital? Is there an ability to get a refund if we don't like the game? Because we can do that in stores now. What happens in the future if we don't want this game, or someone buys us two of the same game and we need to take it back because they've just wasted their money? Because obviously we know that parents aren't quick, they're not up with the times. They don't know what the hell's going on with this stuff, but they might know someone who knows someone who's like, yeah, there's this cool new thing online, it's digital games only, you can't buy physical copies anymore, and then your parents go and buy you the same game that you just bought that same day because you got money for your birthday or some shit like that, and your parents want to buy you this game that they think looks cool, but little do they know that you've already bought it. You know what I mean? Like, they can't look in your room and sneak around and be like, oh, look, that guy's, you know, my son's got these games on his shelf, so I'm not going to buy him those games because he's already got them very clearly. And same thing with your daughter or your fucking grandma of a lady that wants to still play video games like Call of Duty and shit like that. They're out there, believe it or not, they exist. Like, people want to feel relaxed in their space. They want to feel confident. They want to feel as though what they've just bought is worth it. They want to be able to feel like they can come back and buy more. They want to feel like they can go and buy games for other people or anyone else that they know who might want to play games.